And the Indian Sports Network is on the air once again tonight. And just in case this is the first time you are joining me tonight, this is Kenny Masterson live to you from Clarksville, Missouri, where we're about to see the varsity boys game between the visiting Elsberry Indians and the home team Clopton Hawks. And we just watched the girls' game, which was not pretty at all. Well, the girls were, but the game wasn't. That final score was, let's see, I got it here someplace. That final score was Clopton 48 and Elsberry 17. And like I'd said in that game, Elsberry started off very well in the first quarter, but then just fell apart as the game went on. Got into a little bit of foul trouble and just couldn't seem to get anything together. But this is the boys' game. We got a little over 5.5 minutes till this game starts. The Indians, Elsberry High School Indians, are 0-6 coming into this game. They have not had a successful season so far. And coming off the Winfield tournament where they could not secure a victory. And Clopton, the best I could tell, Clopton is 1-0 on the season. And they defeated Canton 60-48 on Tuesday night. I have no idea how good of a team Canton is. Now, all time over the past 10 years or so, Elsberry is winning this series 13-5. The last meeting was February the 18th of 2019, and Elsberry won the game 53-36. So I don't know. Clopton, like I said, Clopton's 1-0. I know last year they weren't the greatest team in the world. Just looking down at them right now, they seem to have a lot of height. And, they're hitting some shots here in warming up, but it doesn't always mean anything. But I see one young man down here. He's somewhere just shy of about 12 feet, I think. And he has to duck his head to go under the rafters in here. But anyway, let's go over the lineups, not the starting lineups, just the roster of both teams. For the Clopton Hawks, we have number 11, Sal Dalrymple. Here, I got another list here that tells a little more about him. I had one. Yeah, there it is. Number 11, Sal Dalrymple. He is a senior. Number 13, Jared Hone. He's a senior. Number 15, Daniel Harvey, a junior. Number 22, Sean Yates, a senior. Number 24, Dalton Struss. He is a senior. Number 33, Mason Street, a sophomore. Number 35, Malik McPike, a senior. Number 44 is Zach Evans, a junior. Number 51, Riley Walker, a junior. Number 53, Kenan Watts, a senior. And number 55, Evan Loggeman, a junior. The boys' head coach is Tony Francis, assisted by Matt Cannon. And now for your hometown Elsberry Indians. Someplace here I've got this. Playing tonight, or at least on the roster for tonight, is number 1, Cody Thornhill. Number 2, Joel Mound. Number 3, Jack St. Pierre. Number 4, Deshaun Dodson. Number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 11, Caden Kinsler. Number 12, Kyle Turnbull. Number 14, Colby Twellman. Number 20, Bryce Irving. Number 22, Kane Sadler. Number 24, Jake Reimel. Number 44, Gabry Hill. And number 50, Bo Henry. 2.5 minutes till this game starts. And my Wi-Fi looks considerably better in this game. I think I found the right Wi-Fi to go under. Hope so, because we got a tournament coming up here in about 3 weeks. And really like to be able to broadcast these games. Now, some of the games will be, I'm sure, will be coming from the old gym. And the old gym, we seem to have a whole lot better cell signal than we do in here. There just isn't any cell signal to speak of in here. And so anyway, I will be doing the starting lineups here. I'll be doing them as they are announced over the PA system. So with a minute and a half to go, let's go ahead and take a break here.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home, using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Okay, we just got done with the national anthem, and now we are going to be giving the starting lineups for the two teams. And I'm sure Elsberry will be going first. And starting tonight for Elsberry is Joel Mound, number 2, number 3, Jack St. Pierre, number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 44, Gabriel, and number 5, Bo Henry. Starting for the Clopton Hawks, number 13, Jared Hain. Number 22, Sean Yates. Number 35, Malik McPike. 44, Zach Evans. And number 53, Kenan Watts. I know so many of these names from football. And that's one of the unique things about these two schools is they play football together, same team, combined. But all the other sports, they are opponents of each other. So it looks like Gabriel Hill and Malik McPike, again, teammates on the football team, but they'll be jumping against each other in this basketball game. And Clopton controls the jump, and they have the ball. Ball's on the outside, and Zach Evans has it back to, across the court, over to Jared Hain. There is a three-point shot, no good. That was Zach Evans with that shot, and a rebound to Elsberry. Here's Jack St. Pierre, takes it up, gives it to Eli Gladney. And he gets it back to Jack St. Pierre. Gets it in deep to Bo Henry. The shot is up and no good, and Evans with the rebound. Ball down deep to Clopton and could not get the shot to drop in, but they do draw the foul, and that foul, I believe, is on Eli Gladney. It's exactly who it is. Eli Gladney with foul number 1. And that is putting Sean Yates at the line. Sean Yates, the senior quarterback for the Clopton Elsberry Indian Hawks. And that ball jumped in and out. Still 0-0 to score, 58 seconds into this game. Second shot, no good, and Bo Henry up with that rebound. Glad he's bringing it up the court. Joel Mound for 3, no good, but he gets his own rebound. And Gabriel Hill takes it up and puts it up, no good. His own rebound, still can't get it to drop, and Clopton with the rebound. There's Zach Evans out on the corner. Gets the ball to Hain. Sean Yates with it. Back out to Malik McPike. And Clopton's moving the ball around good. They're moving the ball around good, and Zach Evans draws a foul. Let's see who that foul is on. I didn't see him say who it was. That foul was on Bo Henry. It's his first. And Zach Evans on the line. The free throw is no good. How long are we going to go in this game with no points? Second one bounces in and out, and Henry up with that rebound. Jack St. Pierre brings it up the court. And he drives in, and the shot is no good. Out of bounds off of Elsberry and goes over to Clopton. So almost 2 minutes into this game and no points. Evans brings it up quick, gets it over to Malik McPike. They get the ball in deep. And the ball is stolen away and goes to Jack St. Pierre. He takes it up, cannot get it to drop, and Clopton up with the rebound. McPike has it. Over to Evans. And that was Kenan Watts. And they're saying the shot was no good. The foul was before the shot. See who that foul is on. That is on Bo Henry, and that's his second. So Henry sits down. Clopton with the ball inbounds. Jake Reimel is in the game now for Henry, so they lost all their height. Clopton doing a lot of passing around. There's finally a shot, and it is good for Sean Yates. So Clopton, with almost 3 minutes gone, Clopton finally breaks the ice for 2 points. Jake Reimel with the ball now. Gets it to Gabriel Hill, and he takes it back out to Joel Mound. And Jack St. Pierre out on the high post. Joel Mound looking at a three, changed his mind, and tried to get it down on the low post to Hill, and the ball went out of bounds. Long pass to get it up the court. Evans with the ball out to McPike on the point. Hit the ball in deep. Kenan Watts, and that, I'm sorry, that was Riley Walker as number 51. 51 with the foul, Riley Walker. His first of the night. That's the first foul for Clopton all night. Okay, Hill with it out on the point. Gets it over to Reimel. And Elsberry outplayed themselves there and passed the ball out of bounds. It was a zig when it should have been a zag. Clopton with the ball now. Clopton with 2 points and the ball. And here's Clopton did the same thing. They passed to the left and shifted to the right. Gladney was bringing it up the court. Now he better get, I was getting ready to say he better get it up the court quick, but Elsberry calls a timeout to save that one. Let's take a break.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
All right, 3 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in this first quarter. The score is 2-0. Clopton over Elsberry. This isn't exactly a barn burner here so far. So they're telling the teams to get back out here. There's only a 30-second timeout. Elsberry has 3 team fouls and Clopton has 1 team foul. But of those 3 team fouls, Bo Henry has 2 of them. So early in the game, he's already in a little bit of foul trouble. And here's Caden Kinsler in the game now for Elsberry. There's Jack St. Pierre out on the point. Reimel drives in. Kinsler with a 3-point attempt, no good. And Clopton up with the rebound. Evans out on the high post. And now long cross-court pass. And Clopton is called for 3 seconds in the lane. All right, still no points at all for Elsberry yet. They do get it across the timeline. Kinsler dribbling around. Pass over to Jack St. Pierre and is knocked out of bounds. Stays with Elsberry. Gets the ball into Hill. Back to St. Pierre. There's Reimel for 3. No good, and Clopton with the rebound. And they're quickly back up the court. And there is Zach Evans with 2 points. Doubles Clopton's score to 4. And Elsberry better get it across the line. And they did not. They messed around. They got up to the line and they'd turn it around and throw it back. They messed around. 2:23 remaining in this first quarter, and the score is 4-0 Clopton. Reimel almost with the steal. Jack St. Pierre almost with the steal, but almost doesn't quite get it, and Clopton still has the ball. Now there is a steal by Reimel, but he was fouled, and that foul was on number 15, Daniel Harvey. So Elsberry with the ball out of bounds, 2:03 remaining. Score is 4-0 Clopton over Elsberry. Kinsler dribbling around, gets the ball over to Hill. He tries driving in, and the ball is stripped right out of his hands. And there's Zach Evans for three and no good. And on the ensuing rebound, that foul was on Kenan Watts, I believe. Yes, it was. Kenan Watts, that's his first foul. All right, Elsberry doesn't mess around this time. There's Hill for 3 points, and he sinks it. So Gabriel Hill with 3 points gets Elsberry on the board, 4-3. Less than a minute and a half to go. Here's another three-point attempt, and it's good for Jared Hain. Makes the score 7-3. Hill's driving the baseline, gets the cross-court pass over to Kinsler. The ball is put up and no good by Jack St. Pierre. There's another three-point attempt, no good. And rebounds all over the place to Clopton, and they finally get the 2 points in from Kenan Watts. Less than a minute to go. And Joel Mound gets the ball across the line. Reimel with the shot, no good, and Clopton with the rebound. See what this call is. It's against Elsberry. All right, that foul is against Hill. That's his first of the night. Score is 9-3 with 22.7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Ball's knocked out of bounds, but stays with Clopton. Hey, get the ball in, 18 seconds. I thought he was going to take a three-point shot. All right, 2 seconds. All right, 2 seconds remaining, and Elsberry traveled. I didn't see which one it was. Get the ball in. That shot was by Sean Yates and no good. So at the end of one quarter, it is 9-3 Clopton. Let's take another break.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Okay, we are back to start this second quarter. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Elsberry with the ball. They are down 9-3. There was a good play, but it didn't work. Clopton quickly up the court, and Jake Reimel steals the ball, and he's going in for a layup. And he gets the 2 points and the foul. right, Jake Reimel on the line for one shot. Shot is up and good. That makes the score 9-6. Clopton with the ball out at the free throw line. Zach Evans has it. And get it back in deep again. And that shot was Sean Yates for 2 points. And there's Caden Kinsler. Gets the ball back over to Jake Reimel. And that foul is on. Let's see, make sure I got this right. I think that foul is on Malik McPike. That's his first. All right, Joel Mound with the ball on the outside. And he looked like he was going to drive in, changed his mind, still dribbling. And the pass is out of the reach of Jake Reimel. Turn over to Clopton. Score 11-6, 6:55 remaining in the first half. All right, they get the ball out to Malik McPike. He's at the free throw line, head of the key now. And Clopton doing a good job of passing the ball around. Trying to get the ball in, and it goes in for 2 points. I really don't know who that was. All right, get the ball under to Cody Twellman. No good, but Bo Henry is right there for 2 points. 13-8. Zach Evans tries to drive the line, can't do it. Who was that? That was Riley Walker. Couldn't get the shot to drop, but they do get it out of bounds off of Elsberry. So Malik McPike with the ball out of bounds. And there's a little trick play right there for McPike. He bounced it off the back of St. Pierre and then took it in for a shot. 2 points. And Jack St. Pierre tries driving it in, and the shot's no good, but he does draw the foul. There's another foul on Riley Walker. It's going to be his second of the night. Score is 15-8, Clopton over Elsberry. All right, they get the ball into Hill. He drives the baseline, and he is fouled by Zach Evans. That's his first of the night. And that is 7 team fouls on Clopton, so that puts Hill to the line with a 1-and-1. Hill's first free throw attempts tonight. First shot is up and rims out. Zach Evans with the rebound. There's a three-point attempt, no good. No good for the putback, and Bo Hill with the rebound and then falls down, and the Clopton knocks it out of bounds, so it stays with Elsberry. 5:22 remaining in the half. 15-8 is the score. Jack St. Pierre picks up his dribble, gives it over to Joel Mound. Caden Kinsler takes it across the timeline. All right, they get it to Mound. St. Pierre for three. No good, and Clopton with the rebound. Cross court to Evans. He drives the baseline, back out. Shot is no good, but the rebound is to Clopton. They put the ball up, no good, and the ball is knocked out by Elsberry. Score is still 15-8, 4:54 remaining in the half. And that shot is good for Clopton. I missed who that was. There is Eli Gladney for the three-point attempt, and Clopton with the rebound. All the rebounds on that end are going to Clopton. There's a 10-foot shot, no good. And Malik McPike is called for a foul, reaching up and over. That's his second of the night. That puts Eli Gladney on the line for a 1-and-1. First shot is up, and it's good. Second shot is good. 17-10 is the score. Ball stolen by Eli Gladney, and then he lost it. Clopton retains control. They get the ball in deep. And there is another foul called on Bo Henry, I believe. Nope, it's on Hill. So that's his second of the night. Bo Henry has 2, and Hill has 2. Puts Zach Evans on the line for 2 shots. First one is good. Second shot is good. 19-10 is the score. They get the ball into St. Pierre. Jake Reimel, they need to take this ball across there and quit playing around with it. That shot is up and in by Sean Yates, and he draws the foul. I'm no coach here, but I also know you don't, when you're trying to get across the line, you don't take 2 steps and pull up the dribble and pass to somebody behind you. And then they take 2 steps and pull up the dribble and pass to somebody. Get the ball across the line. They've already been caught once tonight, and then in desperation, they got caught that time. Free throw is no good, and Bo Henry up at the rebound. There's Jake Reimel taking it in. No good, and rebound to Clopton. There's Zach Evans. The shot is no good, and Eli Gladney up with the rebound. St. Pierre takes a 3-point attempt. No good, and Clopton with the rebound. Ball comes down, 1 shot up, it's no good, and Clopton gets the rebound. How many times have we seen that tonight? Clopton with the ball on the outside. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Driving the baseline, back out to the free throw line. There's Zach Evans. No good. And the rebound is to Clopton. The three-point attempt is no good, and Jake Reimel brings it up the court. St. Pierre fumbled the ball, but gets it in on the baseline to Bo Henry, and he is fouled by Kenan Watts. That's Kenan Watts' second foul. Puts Bo Henry on the line now. If he's still a 1-and-1, next foul will take him to 2. Shot is no good. And Clopton brings it up the court. They're just keeping it on the outside, trying to get it into Evans. And now a bad pass there, and Reimel gets the ball to St. Pierre. He takes it up and in. That's his first 2 points of the night. Score is 21-12. Minute and three-quarter remaining in the first half. Clopton brings it up. There's a three-point attempt, no good. And on the rebound, an offensive push-off. That was number 53, Kenan Watts, and that is his third foul. So that puts Eli Gladney on the line for 2 shots. They're in the double bonus. First shot is up and no good. Second shot is up, and it is good. Makes the score 21-13. A minute and a half remaining in the first half. The ball down on the high post. Law cross-court pass. And they threw the ball, tried to pass the ball, and it was booted by Eli Gladney. Clopton gets the ball inside or inbounds to Zach Evans, and he gets the ball up and no good, and the rebound stays with Clopton. And here's a three-point attempt, no good, and Hill with the rebound, and Kinsler takes it up the court. And as he's driving in, he gets fouled. Let's see who fouled him. That foul was on Sam Dalrymple. It's his first. Puts Caden Kinsler to the line with 2 shots, and he missed his first one. Second shot is good. Clopton with the ball. Less than a minute to go in the first half. 21-14 is the score. 7-point lead for Clopton. And that foul is on Clopton. There was a collision out there. The foul is on Clopton. on Zach Evans. That's his second foul of the night, and that puts Eli Gladney, I believe it is, puts Eli Gladney back on the line again for 2 free throws. Her shot is up, and it's good. Kane Sadler's in now for Hill. Second shot for Gladney. Eli Gladney. And it's good. Clopton with the ball. A little over 30 seconds remaining. Score is 21-16. Looks like they're just going to go for the last shot. Got the ball out on the point. .14 seconds to go. Here's the ball back out on the point. I don't know what they're waiting on. They need to get the ball in if they're going to do. Zach Evans puts the ball up. No good, but he does draw the foul. And that foul is on Kane Sadler. It's his first. There's no time left on the clock. And no time left on the clock, so Zach Evans at the line for 2 free throws. First shot is up and good. Second shot. Second shot is up, and it rims out. No good. And that is the end of the first half. The score 22-16. So it's well within reach for Elsberry, but they're going to have to start hitting their shots. Their free throws have been no good. They're coming down the court and getting one and done, and Clopton's getting all the rebounds. So, I forgot to change the quarter marker again. That's all right. Let me get that changed. Let's go ahead and take a break for they're only putting 6 minutes on the clock for halftime. So let's get some commercials in here.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that, but when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Okay, we are back. Start this second half of this ball game. And score is 22 for Clopton and 16 for Elsberry. The first half, this is just not a really good well-played game. Just switched over to the third quarter. All right, Clopton with the ball. Down on the baseline. And Zach Evans has it out high. And here's a three-point attempt for Malik McPike, and it is good. Joel Mound bringing the ball up, gets it across the timeline. And he just drives right in, and the ball is pushed right back down. Goes up again, and the shot is blocked. That was Kennon Watts with the blocked shot. That was also Kennon Watts with a foul. I didn't realize they called a foul, and that's his fourth foul of the game. So Joel Mound on the line. First shot is up, and I could tell it was going to be short. All right, so Joel Mound up for a second shot. And it does drop in. So score 25-17. There's Zach Evans for 2 points, and Malik McPike back up for 2 points. And I'm not too sure what that whistle was. I think it was like a mistake on the referee. But either way, Elsberry has the ball out of bounds now. 27-17, 10-point lead for Clopton. There's the pass, was knocked down by Clopton, and they bring it up the court. Zach Evans tried to drive, and then right underneath was Sean Yates with 2 points. And a timeout called. So 29-17, 12-point lead for Clopton. And it's not looking any better this half. So far this half has been 4 points for Clopton and 2 points for Elsberry. But Clopton is controlling the game. So the coach is down there giving him a little bit of trouble, as he should be. But that was a full timeout. I didn't take a commercial break that time. We got through a bunch of them at halftime. The only good thing about this game so far is the fact that the Wi-Fi is working okay. I found a good Wi-Fi hookup. And once again, Elsberry can't get it across the timeline. They're sitting there playing pitch and catch with each other and end up throwing the ball out of bounds. Turnover to Clopton. Zach Evans drives in, and that ball is picked off by Jake Reimel. He tried to pass off to St. Pierre and couldn't do it. Clopton with the ball back down the other end of the court, and they throw it away. So Jake Reimel with the ball now, and there they get it up there and do get it across the line. St. Pierre tries to drive in, and he draws a foul. And that foul is on Malik McPike, I believe. It is, and that's his third foul. So a little bit of foul trouble for Clopton. Kenan Watts has 4, and Malik McPike has 3. Zach Evans has 2. Riley Walker has 2. Elsberry with the ball out of bounds. Hill has it out on the point. Over to St. Pierre. Get it in deep to Bo Henry. And he is all tied up by Riley Walker. And that is his third foul. So Clopton has 2 players with 3 fouls, 1 player with 4. Out of bounds to Elsberry. And just like that, there is another foul, I believe. Yep, that's another foul to Riley Walker. That's his 4th. 2 fouls in. All right, what's going on here? All right, there's Riley Walker's coming out and Sam Dalrymple's coming in. All right, ball out of bounds again to Elsberry. See if they can get him in this time. Jack St. Pierre with the ball. And that pass was knocked out of the air by Clopton. And Clopton with the ball out on the perimeter. Now they drive in deep. They get it underneath. And Jack St. Pierre just took that ball right away from him. Reimel lost a little control, and there is an offensive foul on Jake Reimel. That's his first foul of the game. St. Pierre is coming out, and Caden Kinsler's coming in. 29-17 is still the score. Not sure what the discussion is down here on the right end. But now Clopton has the ball coming up the court. Passing it around on the outside, looking to get somebody down deep. And there is a 3-point attempt. No good. And that foul is on Hill. That's his third foul. And that puts Jared Hain at the line. That was a 3-point attempt, and he was fouled, so he's going to get 3 free throws. First one is good. Second one bounces out. Third one is good. So 2 out of 3. That ain't bad. Reimel going up the court quick. Takes it in. No good. But Bo Henry with the rebound. and gets it over to Hill. And he's losing control of it as he's dribbling it. Reimel drives in, puts the ball up, and no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, and no good, but he does draw the foul. That foul is on Sam Dalrymple. That's his second. So Reimel at the line with 2 shots. First shot is good. Second shot is up, and it is short. Bo saved it, but he saved it for Clopton. Zach Evans had the ball, and it was stolen away by Jake Reimel. Let's see who that foul is on. That foul is on Daniel Harvey. That's his second. And the ball stolen away by Clopton. Get the ball in deep to Zach Evans. And once again, in deep to Evans. Shot is no good. Rebound goes to 22. That is Sean Yates for 2 more points. Hill brings it up the line, gets it over to Kane Sadler. He drives in, draws the foul, and gets the 2 points. And that foul is on Sam Dalrymple again, and that is his third. 3:04 remaining in the third quarter. Free throws no good. Clopton has the ball in deep, gets it back out to 3-point line. No good. Bo Henry with the rebound and brings it up the court. Jake Reimel. Jake Reimel with an offensive foul down on the baseline. That's his second. Timeout called by Elsberry. So let's go ahead and take a break.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
All right, 2:32 remaining in this third quarter. Score is Clopton 33 and Elsberry 20. And the ball is Clopton's. They have it out of bounds underneath the Elsberry basket. No pressure at all by Elsberry. And Clopton brings it across the line. Doing a good job of keeping it on. And there's Bo Henry with the steal. And he's going to take it to the bank. He changed his mind, pulls up, and there's Jack St. Pierre with a three-point shot, no good, and Clopton with the rebound. Zach Evans kicked the ball, and Jake Reimel jumped in there and created a jump ball. I don't see the marker there to see who it's going to. It's going to Elsberry on the alternating possessions. Clopton with some pressure now. And it seems to work pretty good against Elsberry. Didn't that time. They got it across the line. Kane Sadler with the ball out on the point. Gets it to St. Pierre. He gets it in deep. He gets it in deep to Bo Henry. And Henry is called for an offensive foul. That's his third of the night. And it looks like there's a lot of sweat and everything on the floor, so they're cleaning that up. Jake Reimel just came out of the game. Little bit of pressure by Elsberry. Clopton gets it across the line without any trouble. Minute and a half left in the third quarter. Clopton running on the outside till they can find somebody on the down deep. They tried driving it in, it wasn't there, brought it back out. Cross-court pass, and they're just keeping it on the outside. Looks like they're just going for the last shot. Well, no, there's a three-point shot, and that is Daniel Harvey with 3 points. Elsberry with the ball. Kane Sadler takes it in, and he's got himself 2 points. 18 seconds, 36-22. Clopton going, I think again, they're going for the last shot. There's a three-point attempt, no good. And St. Pierre up with that rebound, but the buzzer buzzes. And that is the end of 3 quarters. The score, Clopton 36. And Elsberry 22. Let's take a break.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicinechoprx.com.
All right, we're back for the fourth quarter. 8 minutes left in this game. Score is 36-22. Clopton in the lead. And they have the ball again. Ball is stolen by Hill. And he's just going to take it right in. And he couldn't get the shot to drop, but he does draw the foul. Foul's going to be on, I believe, 22, Sean Yates. And it is, and that's his first foul of the game. So, doing some more housework down there. 14-point lead, 7:47 remaining in this game. 14-point lead for Clopton. Hill is on the line for 2 shots. First shot is up, and it's going to be short. Kenan Watts is back in the game. He'll be playing with 4 fouls. Free throw's no good, and Clopton up with the rebound. And Kane Satter did a good job of breaking that play up. Clopton gets the ball in. Zach Evans has it out on the point. Gives it over to Yates. Ball was temporarily broken up by Elsberry, and Clopton gets it back. Clopton is in no hurry to shoot the basket. Get the ball underneath to Malik McPike, and a foul was called on who'd they call that foul on? Guess the foul was called on Jake Reimel. They called a foul on Jake Reimel, but I'm pretty sure it was St. Pierre that did the fouling. But that's 3 fouls on Reimel for the night. First shot is no good. That is Malik McPike on the line. He himself playing with 3 fouls. Second shot is up, and it's good. 37-22. Elsberry gets the ball in. And that pass was broken up by Jared Hain, and that's his first foul. And that's his second. That puts Hill on the line for 2 free throw attempts. No, well, actually it was a 1-and-1. And he missed the first one. So Jake Reimel steals the ball away. Gets the ball over to St. Pierre, and it is in for 2 points. And that foul is going to be on St. Pierre, I'm sure. That gives the Clopton the ball out of bounds. That's the first foul on St. Pierre tonight. Clopton once again holding it on the outside till they can get something going on the inside. There's a 15-foot shot for Kenan Watts, and it's good. Joel Mound bringing it up the court. Gets the ball over. That's to Gladney. Here's a three-point attempt by Jake Reimel. No good. Rebound up for Evans. Clopton brings it down the floor. And there's another foul on Jake Reimel. It's going to be 4 on him. That puts Kenan Watts on the line for a 1-and-1. So Caden Kinsler comes in, and Reimel sits down with 4 fouls. First free throw is no good, and Mound up with the rebound. And he draws a foul. All right, I have no idea what's going on here. I thought a foul was called, and then they said a timeout was called. This is a strange game, I'll say that. So I have no idea. But either way, it's a timeout. And the timeout is over. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right, the ball is out of bounds to Elsberry. So there was no foul that was called anyway. All right, Caden Kinsler has the ball. It's the ball over to St. Pierre, and that pass is broken up by Clopton. Malik McPike drives in hard and is fouled by Bo Henry, and that's going to be 4 on him. .5:28 remaining in this game. 39-24 Clopton puts Malik McPike on the line with a 1-and-1. First shot is with 2 points, or 2 shots. First shot is no good. Second shot rims in. Elsberry with the ball out of bounds. Now they're going to try to get it across the line. Had it across the line almost and went back. Now St. Pierre with the ball on the outside. And he goes up for a shot and no good. Bo Henry tried to get the rebound and it goes off of him out of bounds. Clopton's ball. 5:05 remaining. 40-24. 16-point lead for Clopton. A little bit of pressure here for Clopton, but they break through it pretty fast. And there is a foul on Bo Henry, and that he is out of this game. That's 5 on Bo. So Bo Henry fouls out. Hill's coming in to take his place. Hill has 3 fouls. Reimel has 4 fouls. And it puts Sean Yates on the line for 2 shots. First shot is good. Second shot lays up there a while, falls out, and Eli Gladney with the rebound. St. Pierre gets it across the line over to Gladney. Joel Mound for 3, no good, and Sadler up with the rebound, tries to get a shot, and couldn't get the shot or a foul. But coming down the court, he does do the fouling. Sean Yates with a miss. And you know, I said Kane Sadler. That was not Kane Sadler. That's Caden Kinsler. Got to get those two straight. Second shot, no good. And Eli Gladney up with the rebound. Hill trying to get it across the line. Hill trying to get it across the line, and they called 10 seconds. So the turnover to Clopton, 4:09 remaining. Clopton with the ball out on the perimeter. Looking for a way to get it inside. Trying to get it into Zach Evans. He gets a shot up, no good. But he does draw a foul. And that foul is on Caden Kinsler. That's his second. So that puts Zach Evans on the line for 2 shots. And that shot rolls in. 42-24. Second shot is up and good. 43-24. And Hill brings it up the line. Takes a 15-foot shot, no good. Clopton up with the rebound. And there was a shot from right underneath, no good. Wants another one from right underneath, no good. Clopton keeps getting all these rebounds. Zach Evans tries to go in. And this is some of the sloppiest basketball I've ever seen in my life. And throughout all of that supposed basketball, oh, for crying out loud. There was Malik McPike. There was Malik McPike with a layup for 2 points. Timeout on the floor for Elsberry. Let's take a break.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at MedicineShopRx.com.
All right, we are back. 2 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in this ball game. At some point in here, I hesitate to even call this a basketball game. Neither team really looks very good. The ball tipped out of the air by Clopton, and they maintain control. And now the ball is given over to Caden Kinsler. He puts it up, misses the free throw. It wouldn't have, or layup. It wouldn't have been any good anyway. The foul on the floor. And that foul was on. That foul was on number 15, Harvey. It's his third foul. Caden Kinsler to the line. First shot is good. (45-25), 20-point lead for Clopton. Second shot, no good, and Clopton with the rebound. And they missed the first layup, but Malik McPike back down with 2 points. Jake Reimel throws it back out to St. Pierre, and he puts it up for 2 points. Clopton with the ball. Malik McPike takes it right in for 2 more points for him. And here's St. Pierre coming up the court. Minute 43 remaining. Reimel tried to drive in, puts the ball up, no good. Evans with the rebound. Caden Kinsler tried to knock the ball out. Well, he does knock the ball out, but goes off of him and stays with Clopton. 49-27, 22-point lead. Eli Gladney's coming out, and Cody Thornhill's going in. Clopton with the ball, and Jake Reimel just steals it away from him. But now everybody's falling down, and Clopton gets it back. And Daniel Harvey runs in for a layup, can't get it. But the foul is called on Caden Kinsler. That's his third foul of the night. And it puts Harvey on the line with 2 shots. First shot rolls out, no good. Now we have Bryce Irving in the game. Second shot by Harvey it is good. Cody Thornhill bringing the ball up the court. Gets it to Caden Kinsler. Jacques St. Pierre driving underneath, puts it up and good. And Malik McPike driving in, gets it over to Evans, and he drives the baseline and puts it in. All right, St. Pierre quickly up the floor, drives in, the ball is knocked out of his hands, and he caught it. Apparently it wasn't touched by anybody else. He caught the ball, and so that's a travel. 34.8 seconds remaining in this ball game. 52-29. And Caden Kinsler comes out, and Kane Sadler comes in. Clopton with the ball out of bounds. Malik McPike dribbling up, gets the ball across, and they take the ball back out. Now it's in deep, back out again, and they're just going to run the clock down. And as 6 seconds, and Malik McPike's just going to hold on to the ball. And that is the end of the game. Final score 52-29. And once again, Elsberry looked okay at the beginning of the game. And to be honest, neither one of these teams looked very good, I didn't think. I didn't think that was a good game for either team. But Clopton didn't look as bad. They just didn't do as bad of a job as Elsberry did. And with the final score of 52-29, go over a little bit of scoring here. Game ended up with Joel Mound with 1 point, Jack St. Pierre with 8 points, Eli Gladney with 5 points, Caden Kinsler with 2, Kane Sadler with 4, Jake Reimel with 4, Gabry Hill with 3, and Bo Henry with 2. That's all the scoring for Elsberry. Clopton, Jared Hine had 5 points. Daniel Harvey had 4 points. Sean Yates had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 points. And Malik McPike had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 points. So between the two of them, there was 29 points. And Zach Evans had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He had 10 points. And Kenan Watts had 4 points. Riley Walker had 4 fouls. Kenan Watts had 4 fouls. Bo Henry fouled out of the game, and Jake Reimel had 4 fouls. Again, like I said, not a pretty game for either one of them. They don't need to be looking at their at this film and seeing how to do stuff. They can look at this game. Both teams can look at this game and see how not to do things. So anyway, not much more to talk about here tonight. Let me see what the schedule is. I'm trying to remember. Next Friday night is the game. We are actually a little over a week away from the next basketball game, where the boys will be traveling to Wright City. The boys will be traveling to Wright City on Friday night for a 7 o'clock game. And as always, I'll be there. And so listen in next Friday, a little bit before 7 o'clock, and I will be on the air for as the Indians take on the Wildcats of Wright City. So until then, this is Kenny Masterson for the Indian Sports Network. And I'm saying good night from Clarksville, Missouri at Clopton High School. Good night, everybody.